welcome back to another motherfucking video. If you are new, you already know what to do. Go ahead and hit that motherfucking subscribe button. Y'all, it has been how long, sis? It's been how long, sis? Sis, it's been long enough, okay? Yeah, I told you guys that I was on a break, lost some, gained some. It is what it is. Like, the ones who stayed, y'all the real ones, y'all already know what's up. I just needed like a little break, you know what I mean? Because like when we get sucked into social media and like especially doing content creation, I feel like the world just revolves off of our phones, and I really needed a break. I'm back and I'm ready to put out more content. I'm gonna just continue being myself, and I thank you guys for the ones who are sticking with me. I thank you for the new subscribers who came in. So welcome to the team, sis. Welcome to the gang. So much actually has happened since my last video. So number one, my birthday just passed, okay, March 20th. Yes. Pisces season. Pisces season is over, and I literally just made Pisces season. So does that make me also an Aries too? Like, do I have Aries tendencies? I don't know. Drop down in the comments. Let me know, sis. Let me know. Also, I just completed one of my biggest accomplishments, and y'all, I got my CDL, sis. Literally in some of my videos I was giving y'all hints that I was doing the little trucking school or whatever, and I did it. Like, I did it. But anyway, y'all, so this brings me to our first video in like, what, a month? Okay, I didn't forget about y'all. I told y'all it wouldn't be that long. But yeah, so today's video, we'll be reacting to my Google reviews, y'all. As you can tell, I got a little something in my cup. I plan on finishing this. Yes, I'm being ratchet, and I have my champagne in this bottle, and I'm feeling lit. I'm feeling really lit. Also, I have some pineapple here, so y'all might see me munching and stuff. And that pineapple is like the best pineapple ever. But so let's take a little drink. Okay, let's take a little sippy sip. Actually, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I'm about to down this shit. Hold on, sis. All right, y'all, I finished my little first cup so we can get a little serious. This video is sponsored by Nail Reserve. Nail Reserve sent me 6 beautiful colors. Yeah. Nail Reserve has countless colors to choose from. Nail Reserve's nail polish is vegan, it's cruelty free, and it has a 9-free formula. It's a soak off gel nail polish, and they have tons of colors to choose from. So make sure that you go ahead and check out Nail Reserve. Yes. Thank you, Nail Reserve, for sending me a dope ass color selection. Make sure that you go ahead and check it out. I will drop all of their information down in the description box. All right, y'all, so basically one day I just happened to be looking on my phone, looking at a review for something, because one thing about me, before I go anywhere, I'm gonna look up the reviews. These reviews stem from 3 to like a year ago. I so happened to be looking, I was like, oh shit, like you can see all your reviews in one place. So I was definitely being a black Karen, okay? And so like I didn't give no fucks, okay? Let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Like I'm already feeling a little tipsy, a little you know? So we're gonna go all the way from old to newest, okay? Because trust me, sis, it gets worse. All right, so the first one I reviewed Taco Mac. I'm not gonna say where these locations exactly were. Some of them I probably will, because some of y'all really need to know. Like, some of these places are disgusting. Anybody who knows me, if you don't know, now you're gonna know. Whenever I go to a restaurant, I'm very picky. Okay, if I see fingerprints on the fucking silverware, if I see a fingerprint on my plate, if the table is sticky, I don't really want to eat there. Like, I don't. If we have like a whole group that we're going with, I'll stick it out for the sake of the group, but just know I'm not gonna enjoy my food. These are what these reviews are for. This was me being a black Karen, okay? The first review is at Taco Mac. So I gave them a 2-star review, and let me tell you why. So I said, the service was really good, but my black bean burger was extremely salty, and the guac did not complement the burger whatsoever. My friend had the Philly cheesesteak, and they basically cheated her by giving her a skinny sub with barely any meat in it. Just stick to the wings. Now, this little review is also gonna come with a little mini story time. Usually Taco Mac is known for their wings and stuff. It's one of those instances where, say you go into a pizza place, right? But you order a burger at the pizza place, and the burger was not busting like how the pizza be busting. Okay, that was one of those situations. I'm like, sis, what we doing ordering Philly cheesesteaks at Taco Mac? Like, what else did I order? What am I doing ordering a black bean burger? This is actually when I was like on a legit health journey. The black bean burger, I remember that shit. That shit was, it was salty as fuck. Like, they just put a whole bunch of salt and said, okay, for you fucking vegans, you fucking vegetarians, y'all get y'all's and get on, okay? That's what they said. And then my friend's sub was like, she had no meat in it. She had like 3 pieces of meat in her sub and her Philly cheesesteak. Okay, all I seen was cheese melted on top of 3 little slices of what looked like bacon or turkey bacon and her thing. Like, sis, like what? She's eating bread. Okay, so I, you know, me being the friend that I am, I'm gonna go ahead and stand up for my friend, okay? If my friend doesn't like something or if my mans don't like something, I'm be like, hey sis, waitress, come here. This shit nasty as fuck. Send it back. Take it off the bill. That's what we're doing, okay? Okay, so next. Okay, so this one was at Sorry Charlie's Oyster Bar. This was in Savannah when me and Titus went on a vacation. And I'm not trying to out nobody, but these reviews are public, so like, don't do that. So this was at Sorry Charlie's Oyster Bar. I gave it a 2-star rating and I said, this place really is sorry. My brisket sandwich was salty and it tasted like it came from the Savannah River itself. The mac and cheese was good and the service was good as well. They check IDs, so don't sit if the waitress puts you at the bar if you aren't 21 plus. I want my money back. If I'm not mistaken, wait, did I get my money back? I don't even remember. But yeah, so I actually remember this trip and me and Titus was looking for, like, you would probably, actually there's more reviews that's in Savannah, Georgia, okay? We was looking for places to eat and it just seemed like every restaurant was not hitting. So this was the first one that we picked the night that we stayed there. Like, we was drunk as fuck. We was walking the town. Y'all, I'm feeling a little tipsy. Hold on, whoa. Whoa, I think I drunk that shit too fast. Ooh, I'm feeling it, sis. We was walking the town. We happened to go to this oyster bar because somehow Titus put me on to seafood, because before I was with him, I despised the seafood. Like, that was not in my taste buds. Okay, that was not in my taste dictionary. My taste buds didn't know what the fuck that shit was. Okay, so I despised it. And, you know, we went to an oyster bar. I'm sitting here thinking I'm gonna get some nice oysters. Sis, the food was nasty. It was salty. Like, and I was really pissed. Like, if I wrote a review like that, I was definitely pissed, okay? Everything in Savannah just seemed, that time just seemed to be salty as fuck. Like, it came from the Savannah River itself, okay? And this place was literally a few blocks from the Savannah River. So if y'all been there, y'all know what I'm talking about, folks. And I don't even think we was 21 at the time. So they sat us at the bar talking about we can't sit there. But they sat us without checking our IDs. So it was already an inconvenience. Like, don't do that, folks. All right, next. So I did a review on Red Lobster in Savannah, Georgia. Sis, don't even do it, okay? I gave this a 2-star and I feel like I was being very generous with these 2 stars because really I was probably feeling a 1 or a 0 star, but the lowest that you could give is a 1 star, so I was probably feeling generous. So I said my waitress was wonderful and really nice. Service was amazing, but the food was salty as fuck and tasted like it came from the Savannah River itself. My rice was really salty and I had catfish, which was extremely greasy that I couldn't finish the other fillet. Biscuits were good though, but the meal wasn't worth what I paid for it. Now, mind y'all, at the time I was being introduced to seafood, so me going to Red Lobster, like, all I knew was their Cheddar Bay biscuits, and it's not because I went there, it's because they have that shit in the freezer section at Walmart. And that's really why I went, because I know their Cheddar Bay biscuits be busting, right? So I went there. When I tell you my food, you know Red Lobster can cost some money, okay? And like I said, I don't go there. That was probably like my 2nd time in my entire life ever going to Red Lobster. So I got catfish to be safe because I do fuck with catfish. I do fuck with tilapia. Like, I fuck with those safe fishes, okay? That shit was not it. It was greasy and salty. My rice was over salted. And I remember this because I remember exactly where we sat. I remember walking in, seeing the lobsters. It was like 2 or 3 lobsters in the tank. Usually that shit is full as fuck. So that was a red flag, okay? So what, are they running out of lobsters? Like, what is going on? Like, did they just catch those lobsters and those were the lobsters that they just could catch from the Savannah River itself? Like, what's going on? Like, it just wasn't giving that time that we went. And we went during the summertime and the food was just not, I don't know, maybe going to Red Lobster was not the best place to go. Maybe we should have went to a more authentic place, which I thought was the other place, but it is what it is. After that, I didn't go to Red Lobster. I just continued getting their Cheddar Bay biscuits from Walmart in the freezer section. It is what it is. It wasn't that good, and I am not gonna sit here and pay 30 bucks for a fucking meal that's salty as fuck, okay? They supposed to specialize in these things. Like, what's going on? We get into the nitty gritty, y'all. Okay, this is when I realized I need to start being a bitch on these reviews because people really be real life trying you. Okay, so here we go. The Hibachi Buffet and Grill. This is actually where my hate for hibachi buffets came from. Okay, let's go ahead. I gave this place a 1 star and I said the food was absolutely a disappointment. The meat was soggy as fuck. A piece of meat was uncooked. The egg rolls were gray. The brownie we had for dessert was stale and spoiled. The food presentation will fool you. The taste is not there. Extremely disappointed and will not be going back ever again. So, storyline. My mans love hibachi and I was cool with that. I was cool because when I thought of hibachi, I thought about the places where they cook in front of you. Like, I fuck with those places, but then they have the buffets. And ever since we have been together, this man loves him a hibachi buffet. Since we have been together, I have despised hibachi buffets. Like, I thought it was cool and all, but then they started showing their true colors. Like, that shit started being a little nasty as fuck. Like, literally, there's a story where he's seen a little boy stick his fingers in the dessert section of the buffet. Like, he bit it and put it back into the pile. So, I'm not doing this with hibachi buffet. I'm not doing it. I can't do it. Ever since he told me that story, I was like, do not take me to no, I don't need nothing hibachi buffet. Don't do it. Because if I see that shit, I'm getting my money back now. I don't care who the fuck I have to talk to. Like I said, I am very picky where I eat. Okay, I probably don't look like it, but I'm picky about where I eat. This particular time, I remember going, I think we went with his mom and his brother, I think. This is like the first time I met them. And I remember getting like the little dessert brownies. And let's be honest, like hibachi buffet desserts do not be busting. Like, they don't put in the extra work that they should. They just kind of lay it out there. And I remember my brownie tasting like a spoiled sponge. I remember my brownie tasted like a spoiled sponge, bro. Like, I felt like that. I feel like I was eating a Brillo pad. Like, so it's like, why did it just didn't taste pleasant. Like, it tasted like it sat out all day, or it was there yesterday, or maybe they cleaned the dishes with it and put it back. Like, I don't know. Like, it just was giving sketchy. You know what I mean? It was giving very sketchy. The dessert section was just not bussing. The meat was great. And one thing I noticed about hibachis is that I feel like they put MSG or some type of chemical in the food to make you full. Because why am I getting full off of 3 pieces of chicken? Why am I getting full off of 3 pieces of sweet and sour chicken? Sus, tell me why. And look, my plates, I be trying to portion out my plates. I be trying, sus. I be trying not to go there. Okay, I be trying not to do my thing like I'm at Golden Corral. Like, I be really trying when I go to these places. I try to get my little vegetables and shit. But sus, why am I getting full off of 3 pieces of sweet and sour chicken? Something not right. Something not right. So I'm paying for fucking food fillers. Like, y'all treating us like pets. Y'all treating us like dogs. The dogs that they eat. That is what started my hate for hibachi. So if you invite me to a hibachi place, I don't want to go. I really don't want to go, sis. Just know I am not gonna sit there and pay $50 to go sit and eat some spoiled ass food that I've been sitting there all day. I ain't doing it. The next one, Waffle House. Now, if you are from Atlanta, if you're from Atlanta, Georgia, hot Atlanta, you from the South Side, ATL ho. You know that they got Waffle Houses on literally every exit, 5 minutes away from each other. Okay, right across the street from each other, just like it's fucking McDonald's, all right? Waffle House is the spot in Atlanta, in Georgia, period. Or even when you go to the South, there's a Waffle House. And you know them Waffle Houses be hitting. But let's be honest, you seen a few roaches in them Waffle Houses, okay? This one was the worst that I've ever seen that was up and close and personal to my food, okay? Waffle House. So I gave this a 1. I would have gave it a -0 because I remember this day from the back of my head. So I said the overall service was terrible. Our waitress, do not remember her name, was rude as fuck during our visit. She made smart ass remarks towards me and my party. There was a colony of ants all in the sugar. We told her about it and she did not do anything, but instead ridiculed my party about the ants. And also gave me grits and made a smart comment asking were I gonna put sugar in my grits, which as you can tell is offensive to the situation that there were ants on the sugar at the table we were at. At the end of our meal, we paid for our meals and she saw that we did not leave a tip from our credit cards. She made a comment about, do y'all not believe in tipping? And continued to complain about how we did not leave a tip. Little did she know we were going to cash tip her. By her making those comments, it resulted in no tip at all. She should have been patient and waited until the end like regular waitresses do before getting upset. Overall, the service was unpleasant and the restaurant needs to invest in some raid or clean thoroughly to prevent ants or bugs near the dining areas and courtesy of their guests. I do not recommend this Waffle House at all. So let me tell you, this was like the first time that I've actually really got heated. I'm a very calm person, okay? I'm very calm, okay? But if you like pressing and pressing and pressing and this bitch kept pressing and pressing and pressing, like, so basically I was out with Titus and his friends, okay? We went to Waffle House and it was this older white lady, okay? It was this older Caucasian lady, okay? She seemed cool at first, right? But I noticed, me being me, I noticed that there was sugar in the ants. Why is there, what did I say, sugar in the ants, y'all? I'm wasted. I'm wasted, I am. Me being me, I noticed that there was ants in the sugar. So why is there ants in the sugar? Okay, now listen, I would have gave it a pass, and this shouldn't even be a pass, but this is Waffle House, okay? Y'all know Waffle House got roaches. We all know Waffle House have roaches. They have the water bugs. They have the German roaches. Sus, just know a roach has crawled on that waffle machine. Just expect that, sus. They crawled all in the cups. This shit still be busting. Like, come on. Let me stop. Look, okay, I would understand if there was ants crawling on the table, but why is the ants living in the sugar? That shit creeps me out to this day. What if somebody didn't know that there was ants in the sugar and they poured that shit in their coffee? Sus, what? So, okay, so I told the bitch about it, and I'm referring to her as a bitch because she acted like a bitch towards the end of the meal, okay? And I told her about it. She didn't do anything. She didn't remove the sugar from our table. She kept it there. We told her, like, lady, there's sugar, there's ants in this sugar. Like, can you, like, do something? And she's like, oh, well, you know, the bugs are gonna come from outside. Like, she was making very light of the situation. I did not appreciate that. Like, I'm like, bro, we're about to sit here and eat, let alone we're about to spend our fucking money on this food that y'all got bugs and shit visibly in it. Okay, if y'all got a little infestation problem, don't let the customers know about it. Like, if that shit is crawling on the iron and the skillets and shit, don't let us know. Okay, we just don't want to know. Okay, it is what it is. We don't want to know. But when you got ants physically on your customer's table, do you think that you think that we're really gonna be happy? No, like, I felt like I was eating ants, okay? So I happened to get grits. She handed me my food and she made a comment. She was like,
you want sugar in your grits?
I was like, Sus, that's not funny. Like, I'm about to eat. I'm about to fucking eat. Why the fuck would you say that type of comment while I'm about to eat? Why would you make a comment about me wanting sugar and grits? I know some people do that shit, but that's not funny, sis. Okay, you know that there's ants. You didn't remove the sugar, okay? The sugar's still sitting on the fucking table, and you gonna hand me my plate. Talking about something, do I want sugar in my grits? Okay, so that was red flag number one. That was strike number one, sis. $1 deducted from the tip, okay? Because you being petty, you being a bitch. And what else? Okay, so at the end of the meal, you know, I sure did enjoy my food still. I sure did. I put all that shit aside, okay, because everybody else wanted to still eat there. But really, I wanted to fucking leave, all right? But I'm not gonna be a party pooper. I'm gonna just probably enjoy my food. I'm probably gonna eat my food, but I'm gonna feel like there's ants crawling in my mouth. Like, whatever's going on, like if there's a fingerprint on my plate, I'm gonna feel like I'm eating that fucking fingerprint, all right? Like, I'm gonna feel like I'm taking somebody's DNA in my mouth. Not like that. By the end of our meal, despite the lady making that comment, like, at the time I brushed it off. I'm like, okay, she's probably, you know, joking around, trying to lighten the mood, even though that was the wrong way to lighten the mood. I was gonna give her a cash tip because I had cash on me, and I paid for my stuff with a credit card. So did everybody else. And I think the other guys was gonna leave a cash tip too, but I was planning on leaving her a decent tip. And She takes all of our bills. I like to leave my tip at the end. Like it didn't come to me because we were still gonna sit there and chat and stuff. So I like to leave the tip at the end because if I leave a tip that's not to their satisfaction, I'm not trying to sit there and get the looks, okay, from across the room. Like I'm not gonna sit there and do that. I was already planning on giving her a tip, and then she picked up our cards. She looked at it, read that there was no tips. First of all, why are you reading right there if we left you a tip or not? That's disrespectful. Invasion of privacy. Like, do that shit in the back, okay? So she read all of our receipts to see if we left the tip. Nobody left the tip on their card. She made a comment. She was like,
"Oh, so y'all don't leave tips? Y'all know that there's hardworking people out here, right? Y'all don't leave tips? That's so disrespectful." Da 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 da.
She was going on, and I was like, I was about to leave you a cash tip. I was about to give you cash. And then she was just quiet. You know what I mean? I was okay. Like, she was about to get cash, but now you're not finna get nothing at all. Sis was being a bitch. Like, if she just kept her mouth shut and just waited till we got up, and maybe if you had said that while we was leaving and you didn't see nothing at all, no cash, no nothing, so that resulted in you not getting a tip at all, because I was about to leave her a decent tip. Because I know that people be working hard. Like, my mom taught me, if you go to a restaurant, you can't give a tip, then why are you going there? You know what I mean? So I try to leave something. Even if I can't leave like a big lump sum, I try to leave something. I was gonna leave her a little something. At that time, I wasn't even big balling, and you know what I mean? I was still in college doing online classes and shit. Like, so I was about to give the bitch a good tip, all right? And she missed out, okay? Because she ran her mouth too fucking much, and she was just like, "Sus, just doing too much." Listen, talking about all this pettiness make me hungry. The next one is Moe's Southwest Grill. Y'all already know Chipotle has it over Moe's, okay? I am a Chipotle all the way, so let's get into it. I gave this place a 1-star review. So I said, I just want to say, Moe's don't have nothing on Chipotle. I tried to give Moe's so many chances. Every time I go, I always get disappointed, whether it's food poisoning, food that's not fresh, or the guacamole never being fresh. Why does every Moe's I go to have all these traits? There's never a fresh meal. You could come here early in the damn morning and the food will look like it's been out for 8 hours. I'm never eating at this restaurant altogether. I'll stick with what I know, and what I know is Chipotle all the way. The food that I received today was not tasteful. The lady gave me a teaspoon of guac on my salad with a whole bunch of damn chips. I asked, can she put some more guac on it, and she gave me a half of teaspoon more. I felt tried. No wonder Moe's line is always empty. Would have preferred to wait 20 minutes in line than to get this gas station rated food. Now, souls, I know that I'm sounding like a Karen, but it's only because I was acting like a Karen. Bruh. Like, souls, like, listen, okay, me and my relationship with Moe's has declined since college, okay? Listen, my college used to have Moe's on the campus, and every time I would go to Moe's, it just would not hit like Chipotle. Any Moe's that I go to, it's always, how can I say this? It's always underprepared. Like, it doesn't have no flavor. Like, the tomatoes be tasting weird as fuck. Like, it be having this battery taste. And the guac is brown. Why the fuck is the guac brown, sis? And the guac also be having that battery taste. Like, the only thing about Moe's is that they give you a lot of chips. That's it. Their ingredients are not fresh. Like, that shit sits out since last night. It's been out since last night. Okay, let's be honest. Because why am I going there early in the morning and y'all setup is not fresh? You know what I mean? One thing about Chipotle, I would rather wait 20 minutes to get a fresh meal. Like, their shit is always green. Okay, and hopefully they're not putting no preservatives in there. But so their guac is freshly made. Like, you can tell when that shit been sitting. And even when that shit been sitting, that shit getting eaten, alright? Like, Moe's is disgusting. Moe's disturbs me. Moe's is the Goodwill version of Chipotle. I'm sorry. I have not been to a good Moe's. It has always just been distasteful. And that day I was very disappointed because I was really looking forward to having that Chipotle taste, and I guess that's on my end. But so it's like, why don't y'all have no signature shit? The only thing that's good enough is the chips. Drop down in the comments, Chipotle or Moe's, okay? Because I'm Chipotle all the way, bitch, okay? And I let them know that shit. And by the way, that was the last time I've ever been to Moe's, okay? Yeah. Up next. Now, sis, this is what killed hibachi grill buffet's career. Just all of them. All of them. This one gonna hit. So, hibachi grill and supreme buffet. Alright? 1 star. Would have definitely gave it a 0. Okay, let's get into it. I would put 0 stars if I could. If you are looking for a hibachi place to eat at, please consider reading this review. Today, me and my boyfriend went to have a casual dinner only to discover all of the food was gross. They prefer more food than quality here. They prefer more food than quality food here. But besides the unsatisfactory food taste and the choices, the waitress was absolutely rude as hell. I went up to the desk to ask for plastic silverware, and my waitress looked dead at me and continued to walk past me after I tried to get her attention. The whole time she served us, she did not say a word. When we first walked into the restaurant, she just stared with no reasoning. Now, usually I leave tips for waitresses because I know that tipping is a big portion of how they make their money. But a tip also has to be earned. This waitress did not do anything to earn the tip, nor did she have any respect for us. She came to our table and cleaned up the dishes. She saw that the check did not have a tip on it and called her manager over to request for one. The manager begged and said at least put $2 on the tip for the waitress. Never do you ever ask the customer to write down a tip if they felt that the waitress did not earn it. In fact, the manager was going to write it herself. If we were supposed to leave a tip, then consider changing your policy to an included gratuity on the ticket. I felt very disrespectful and I recommend to not dine here at all. You will not get your money's worth, and the service is fucking trash. Also, if this hibachi place is reading this review, just know if y'all try to write your own tip on my receipt and I see that shit on my bank statement, just know all hell will break loose and I will do everything in my power to get this place shut down. Alright, story time. Let me get a little sippy sip because this story is gonna get me upset. Ooh, so I'm like tipsy. Ugh. Okay, so I'll make this quick because this could be long as hell. The food was giving that energy that the other hibachi place had. Disgusting. They wanted more. It was like a lot of food. It was a lot of food. And sis, when I tell you, it was that situation where I don't know if they put an MSG in the food. Like, sis, we got full as hell off of 1 plate. Okay, mind you, our plates was not stacked. It was not stacked because, like I said, sis, I be trying at the buffet, sis. I be trying not to go ham. I know I look like I be going ham, but sis, I really be trying, sis. Why am I getting full off of 2 pieces of broccoli? Why am I getting full off of 2 pieces of orange chicken? So it's not adding up. It's not adding up. No, sis, no, sis. So the waitress is rude as fuck. Now, whenever I go to like majority of restaurants, I ask for plastic silverware, especially hibachi places, because hibachi places be nasty. I'm sorry. They be nasty. If you like hibachi, so it's good for you. For me, they're nasty as fuck. Okay, the tables are sticky. The seats be like crinkly and shit, and I don't like that. Okay, I just don't. Okay, call me bougie, whatever you want. Okay, so there's a time and place to change that shit, especially if it's around food. Like, so no. So I immediately asked for plastic silverware, especially if I know it's a buffet and I know a lot of people are coming through. I'm not doing that, so no. I be seeing little pieces of pricklies on my food. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that on my silverware. Don't do it. So I politely asked my waitress. I said, hi, can I get, silverware? She heard me, but she looked at me and just continued walking like she didn't hear me. Okay, and you just see me at the table, fools. Okay, because I had to get up and find your ass. So now I'm already pissed. Okay, because where was you at before, right? We get done, and our waitress was rude the whole time, y'all. She did not say shit. All right, I don't care if you're an introvert or none of that shit. Like, I don't care, because guess what? I'm an introvert, but I'm respectful to people, and I will speak when I have, like, if I'm a waitress, I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna make small talk with you guys. Okay, I may not be like, I might not be like that, but I'm gonna make small talk. I'm gonna make sure that you guys enjoy your meal. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that everything's pleasant so that I am looking for a tip. This bitch ain't say shit to us, okay? She didn't say, how you guys doing? Yo, God, I said, here. She didn't do none of that shit, so I wouldn't even know what this bitch voice sound like, okay? I don't even know what her voice sound like. She just looked at us, sat our little dirty ass silverware on the table, and our plates, dirty ass plates, and could just continue doing her thing, right? So by the end of the meal, We was dissatisfied, unsatisfied, whichever word, whatever word fancies you. We was unsatisfied. I'm like, so it's like this lady not check up on us, she not refill our waters. She didn't do none of the shit that a waitress is supposed to do. I get it. She has other tables and stuff, but so you signed up for the job. Okay, it's probably family owned. Yeah, so you know what the fuck to do. All right. So I didn't want to leave her a tip. Okay, because she didn't deserve it. She didn't say nothing to us. Okay, she was rude as fuck from the beginning, like cutting us with her eyes. And I'm not doing this, sis. I'm already paying $30 for this fucking meal for one person. And you think I'm about to leave you a little $10 tip, sis? No. How about no? Get somebody else to do it, sis. Her customer service skills was not there, like at all. It wasn't even a 1. Like it was non-existent. She didn't say shit to us at all. Didn't check up on us. It was just like, it was almost like we felt like a burden to her. And I don't like that. So the lady took our cards. We didn't have no, we put 0 tip. There was no cash. And then she called her manager over. The lady pointed at us like, them. The manager come over here like, y'all gonna leave a tip? And I said, no, I am not a confrontational person, but when it has to be, I will be. Okay, I'm gonna tell you how I felt. So I told the lady, I said, no, it's not gonna be a tip because I feel like she didn't do that good of a job. Like, she was rude to us. She didn't say anything. Like, I feel like she don't deserve a tip. The lady was like, well, just put $2. Just put $2. And she was like about to write that shit with her pen. Like, she was about to write $2. I said, I said, no, she doesn't deserve a tip. And then she was like, okay, I see. Like, but it was in a way like they gonna do that shit when we leave. They still gonna write that shit when we leave. So as soon as we got in the car, I wrote that review. So if they see, hopefully they read their reviews and shit, they gonna know that I was gonna sue them. Like, I was gonna do everything in my power to get that place shut down as if I had Karen money. Okay, and at the time, like I said, college student, I was good with these essays, so that's why my little reviews sound like that. I was not gonna leave her a tip because she did not deserve it. Like, a tip is earned. You know what job you signed up for. Like, even if that's like the last job that you can get, you know what job you signed up for. So do a good job. Like, I get every day it's not gonna be a good day, but like, what about us? I might be having a shitty day and you just made it worse because you didn't say hi. You know what I mean? A little bit goes a long way, sis. Okay, a long way. You gotta come a lot stronger than that, sis. The next one is Texas Roadhouse. I used to fuck with Texas Roadhouse very, very long time ago. Like, freshman year of college when I first went there. Their rolls was bussin'. It was good. But so this Texas Roadhouse was the worst one I ever been to. And it has proven itself for all other Texas Roadhouses that I would never ever go back. Okay, let's get into it. So I gave this Texas Roadhouse a 1-star rating. And this is what I said. First off, I want to say every time, anytime, in any restaurant that I come to, it's always nasty and sticky. Every restaurant that I come to, even in another state, it's disgusting. The cleanliness here is F grade. The time it takes to get your food is terrible. The dishes were dirty and the utensils were molly. The service was poor. I usually don't write reviews, but if I do, just know that I'm disappointed. I'm never coming back here again. They have officially lost a customer. If you are looking forward to eating a decent meal in a clean place, then this place is not it. The 1 star is because at least the bread is good. Other than that, the combo meals are not appetizing. Okay, the last time that I went there, I went with friends. Okay, and this is one of those situations where if everybody wants to eat there, I'll stay, but I'm not gonna be happy. And especially if I'm hungry, like, sis, your girl gotta eat. She gotta eat, sis. If we're going out to eat, 9 times out of 10, I saved up my appetite to go eat at this joint. Okay, to go eat at this place. And I did, and I was hungry as fuck. And I was really looking forward to some really, really good food. Okay, like their rolls be busting. I give them that. Okay, the rolls be good as fuck with that little cinnamon butter situation. Like, oh my God. But so I would probably never ever get to experience that because the place is dirty. Like, the place is dirty. Every Texas Roadhouse that I've went to, it's always like that. But this one that I went to, which was actually the one that's up here where I stay at now, sus, no. Sus, when I tell you that was a disgrace, there was trash under our table. The table was sticky. The seats was sticky, okay? Why am I stepping on napkins under my table? Why does it feel like I just came out of a bathroom and I got tissue on my foot? Why does it feel like that? Like, that's not a good feeling. And when the waitress gave me my plate, I seen a whole fingerprint on my plate, y'all. On top of that, I seen a piece of hair on my steak. On my steak. Alright? Y'all know steak. Yes. That shit is like a $30 fucking meal. Why am I seeing fingerprints and hairs and shit? And I don't even remember if I asked for plastic utensils. I'm pretty sure I did after seeing their forks, because the silverware was molly as fuck. Like, it looked like they ran it through hot water and with no soap and just wrapped it up in that little napkin situation. That was so unpleasant for me. And I felt really bad because I went with my friends and I was just quiet the whole time, y'all. Like, I was quiet. I wanted to go. I did not want to stay there, but I know everybody else is getting their food. Everybody seems to be enjoying it. They was ordering drinks. And I felt like I was being a bitch. And I really was mad. I was so mad because I was like, bro, I'm about to pay damn near $30 for this food that has so many like flaws with it. It was just disgusting. It was disgusting. I didn't even want to finish it. I couldn't even finish my food. I was so mad. Like, after seeing that fingerprint on my plate, so that did it for me. The hair did it for me, but the fingerprint and the hair combo was disgusting. Like, after that, I'll never eat at a Texas Roadhouse. No matter how good their rolls are, them shits be busting. But it is what it is. Like, it's worth it. Because they probably be touching them greasy ass rolls and touching a plate at the same time. So what is it? Like, I felt really bad because my friends did not deserve to see that side of me, that black Karen side of me, the Quatisha. Like, they did not have to. Well, not even Quatisha. What's a black name for a Karen? What's the black name for a Karen? It has to be like an old name, like Aretha. Well, what's a typical black name? Tanya. There we go. They did not have to see the Tanya in me, like, so. But they seen that side and I couldn't help it because it was my food. Next. All right, this is the last bad review that I left. This was at Harris Teeter. This is not in Georgia, okay? If y'all live around an area that has a Harris Teeter, maybe, just maybe you can relate with me. Okay, let's see. So I left this Harris Teeter a 1-star review. First of all, this is my 3rd time coming to this location. And let me tell you, I should have written a review for my first experience here. It seems as if this location racially profiles you. The employees and customers at this location are rude. Today, I came in to grab a few stuff since this is the nearest grocery store to me. I would have rather to travel 15 minutes to Walmart than to come right up the street to Harris Teeter. The customer in the line racially profiled me with her looks as if I was going to steal something, and so did the manager. An employee then asked me to come to self-checkout and proceeded to scan my stuff in the self-checkout line as if I wasn't capable of doing that myself. Call me sensitive, but every time I come here, it's always something that makes me feel very uneasy and uncomfortable. From the employees to the customers who shop here, they make the experience unpleasant, which is why I do not recommend anyone who is woke to shop here, because you will notice a lot of subliminal actions. You can't control the customers, but the employees should make you feel comfortable to shop there, because at the end of the day, we are putting money into their pockets. Last time coming to this location, and honestly, it makes me hesitant to come to any location if they are known to have this type of atmosphere. So, actually, this was like a year ago, and this is when I moved up here. I noticed that the racial tension is different. I thought it would be worse in Georgia, but it's not. It's actually kind of a little bit more noticeable up here. And I thought, you know, we moving up north, maybe it's not that noticeable, but so that don't mean shit. That don't mean shit, because South Carolina has a fucking Confederate flag when you enter. Like, a few miles after reaching the welcome to South Carolina sign, so they have a Confederate flag, big as fuck. Like, the American flag should be there. And why is there a Confederate flag in South Carolina, like on the expressway? Like, that's a big red sign. You don't really see that shit in Georgia. I mean, they have it in Georgia, but in South Carolina, yeah, I seen it like twice. I seen it twice. They even have it in North Carolina. It was this Harris Teeter that's like, you know, a few miles away. Every time I go there, it's always some like weird energy that I feel. If y'all know Kroger actually bought out Harris Teeter. So it's really like a Kroger, it just has a different name. And I went to Kroger so many times in Georgia. I'm like, bro, like, but the bougie white people, the bougie Caucasian people be shopping there. Okay, I'm not gonna hold you. The Karens be there. You know, it's like, every time I went to this particular location, it was always unpleasant. Like, it's either I get looks from, well, I used to get looks from like the other customers, or like the cashiers would kind of be a little dry with me, but they'll be more uppity with the Caucasian customers. And so it's like, I was feeling a little hit. I'm like, so it's like, why are y'all acting like this? Like, people, like the workers in there, like the black workers was acting like they was from Get Out. And it was just like a weird environment. Time when I wrote that review was like one of the worst experiences, because I went in there to pick up a few things, and the lady in front of me, who's already being checked out, kept looking at me. Like, she kept looking behind me, and it's like, I'm looking around, looking at the magazines, the little knickknacks that they have on the side before you get ready to purchase, just seeing what they got. And she's just looking at me while I'm looking at them. And every time I look back at her, she's just like looking at what I'm looking at, and like looking at me, and then she'll look away. And then the manager was doing the same thing to me. So I'm like, okay, I'm being profiled right now. Like, they probably think I'm about to steal something. All of a sudden, the other lady in self-checkout, she was like, hey, I could get you at self-checkout. I was like, okay, cool. Because this is giving weird energy in this line. So I go to self-checkout, but the lady proceeds to scan my items, okay? Y'all see where I'm getting at? The lady in self-checkout proceeded to scan my items as if I wasn't capable of doing myself. Now, the thought did come up in my mind, like, maybe she's being polite, maybe she's just going out her way to be the best employee ever, the best employee of the month. Like, maybe she's going out her way to really give me that customer service. But no, the looks that I was getting from the manager and the customer, I felt like they thought I was gonna steal something because I was looking around. And I feel like that's why she was scanning my stuff. Cause I'm like, okay, why are you scanning my shit? You know what I mean? Like, that, I just think that was weird. If I'm at self-checkout, I never had nobody do that ever. Not at no Walmart, not at no Publix, not at no Kroger, not at nothing. Like I never had nobody scan my shit at self-checkout. Like, I thought that was so weird. And after I paid, you know, I paid for everything. It's like, okay, have a nice day. And everything went back to normal. So it's just like, so it's like, and I know I said that was the last time that I was gonna go there, but I'm not gonna hold you. I went there a few other times. You know what? I step in that bitch like my mama would. Okay? I step in there not giving a fuck. Okay? I go in there looking busted as fuck. I be like, sis, I got some money in my fucking wallet. Don't do that. Don't even do that, sis. I pick up what I need to do and I go. And plus, the shit is overly expensive anyway. I feel like Kroger's have way more of a price selection. Like, they're more affordable. Harris Teeter sometimes is like, it's worse than Publix, y'all. Like, to be honest, like, Harris Teeter, I really did not like Harris Teeter, but I learned that I can use my Kroger Plus card, so that's why I be going there. And I'm like, okay, if this is the last resort, I know I got my little discount card, so I'm like, I'm like, fuck y'all, like, the fuck, you can scan my groceries again, so what's up? That was my Google reviews. This world is crazy. Like, they be doing some weird shit. People are weird. People are so weird. That's what I took from these Google reviews. Like, people really are just like weird. People are weird. I'm sorry. I don't care how normal you consider yourself. People just be weird. Okay? Like, I might be weird to somebody. Like, people just have their own shit. And a lot of restaurants are really not that good. Like, that's what I took from this. And I don't regret posting any of those because that's how I really felt. And even looking back on it, like, my feelings were legit. Like, I wasn't being a black Karen. I wasn't being a Tanya. It is what it is. Okay, you gotta clean your shit up. All right. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna go ahead and finish this drink. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And y'all, I am back with the videos. So make sure that y'all look forward to seeing me. Make sure you're looking forward to seeing me on your TV, your phone screen, your tablet screen, whatever you, laptop, everything. So it's like, I'm back. Let's continue this journey and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.
I'm a big bitch, I'm a thick bitch. Call me pretty bitch, shitting on the head.